and just passed away about 6 months ago, and really miss him. And we haven't had an owner like that with the Golden State Warriors in quite some time, so it's really good to have Franklin Muley and Peter Muley be a part of our broadcast team here at KMTG. You know, you probably, how are we doing on time out there, John? How much time is left?
Oh, we got about 5.5 minutes left.
Okay, well, let's just talk a little bit about the history of KMTG. You know, when I first came here to Pioneer 10 years ago, I taught broadcasting, but we didn't have a radio station, and we would just teach theory. They had no broadcast facilities, and we investigated all kinds of broadcast techniques. We were going to do an internet station, and we were going to do a low power station, and we had all kinds of plans. And then one day, I got a call from the folks down at the San Jose Unified School District who said that another high school in the area did not want to keep the radio station, you know, the frequency, and they wanted to know if we wanted it. And, you know, that had been a dream of mine to get the radio station over here at Pioneer, and we jumped at the chance to do that. And we had a whole bunch of old equipment and a whole bunch of junk that they dumped at our doorstep. And over the years, through the generous donations of people out there in the community and the hard work of people like the Glue Factory and grants from the state of California, we've been able to slowly but surely buy more modern equipment, buy the computers, buy a new Arrakis audio board, get rid of the old Grass Valley one with the pots. You know, we got the sliders now.
Yep.
And we are able to actually broadcast over the air, get a new transmitter, get a microwave dish here at the radio station at the library where our studios are, and broadcast right out over the air at about 300 watts, which is the maximum allowed by the FCC for this radio station. Because when the other high school had it, we were only at 20 watts. So it was barely squeaking out there. It was kind of like a little peanut whistle. But right now, you know, we're pretty strong. We've got a nice coverage of about 15 miles or so. And we're anxious to get on the internet with streaming audio. And we're also very excited because the district has just announced that they're going to be putting in some more Cat 5 lines from the gymnasium to our studios. And we're going to be able to broadcast Mustang basketball here in January. So we've come a long way since the day I stood there in my classroom and looked out over all the junk, literally junk, that was KMTG, and to see where we are today, it's been quite a journey.
Absolutely, and we want to thank you, Steve, because without you, we could not do these football games. And we also want to thank David Ashby because he really runs the studio in there, and
alumni coming back
absolutely.
On his 50th anniversary of Pioneer Mustang.
Good call there. Good knowledge.
Yeah, working toward that diploma. He's going to get it any day now.
We know it.
We're very proud of him. So, you know, we got John, who's a graduate of Pioneer. David here in the studio is a graduate of Pioneer. I went to a little high school called Willow Glen, which is down the street from us here. But we're really proud of what we've been able to do and what we've been able to accomplish. There's not very many over-the-air radio stations in California that are operated by students at high schools. A lot of the schools have these internet stations, but very few have an over-the-air station like we do. So it's been a great journey, and we have more to come. How are we doing on time?
We got plenty of time. The floats are going by us. We just saw the senior float go by, the creation of a senior. They're very creative, Halloween themed.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to run a little over.
Okay, well,
it says 2 minutes left, but the teams are just barely coming back out onto the field. So I would imagine we get underway in 5 minutes or so.
All right. Okay.
Well, I have a question for you, Steve Deemy and Matt Hively, and David Ashby, if he wants to chime in. Your Giants are leading in the series 2-0. Going back to Arlington, the series shifting back to Arlington with the Rangers trailing 2-0. And your boy, Jonathan Sanchez, taking the ball, going up against Colby Lewis. What do you think, not of the whole series, because I think I know the answer of that. What do you think this next game, Colby Lewis Sanchez, how do you think that looks coming up?
Well, you know, I've got to say something, and this is going to be blasphemous.
Uh-oh.
All right?
I knew it. That's why I asked you this. All right, good.
I am not a Giants fan. Okay, I used to be.
Yep, Willie Mays traded.
All right, and when they traded Willie Mays, I was done with them. They were dead to me. Okay, they were dead to me.
Yeah, and then he raised me an A's fan.
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, we went to the dark side.
I apologize.
The green side.
By the way, I'm your father, John.
Thank you.
Know that.
Yes.
But at least we think so. But the DNA tests were inconclusive. We're going to go on the Springer show and find out for sure.
Way to put that over 40,000 watts.
Yeah, right.
Very good.
Yeah, 300, thankfully. But I have to admit that these Giants this year, I'm still not a fan, but I like good baseball. But I think this is their year. I think when you're playing ball, and who was it? The Kingsley or Kinsley?
Kinsler. When you have the luck like that, it was a home run.
He bombs one off the center field. I mean, you couldn't stand there and hit a ball a million times and have that ball do what it did. I mean, to come down right on that fence and bounce back, those Texas Rangers have got to be looking at themselves and saying, this ain't our year, baby.
Oh, absolutely.
No, and I mean, for the Texas Rangers, first time being there in 50 years of existence.
Oh, props to them.
Yeah, it's great to even get there, I guess. I mean, you play 100
series.
Well, I mean, you play 162 games in the regular season, then go in and, you know, you've got they won the first series
over the Rays. No, it went to Game 7.
It did go to Game 5 because it's 5 games in the first round.
Thank you.
And then they handled the Yankees pretty good. And if I were a Giants fan, I would have been a little nervous taking on that
absolutely
team with the offensive firepower.
Yeah, guys like Hamilton and
Vlad
Cruz.
Well, Matt, now you're a Giants fan. You actually went to one of the World Series games.
Yes.
What do you think about this matchup tomorrow? Now Sanchez, the last time he got the ball against the Phillies, he took a big bite out of it.
Here's my thing on that. He wasn't in his right spot in the rotation. He got moved up to 2. And that's not his spot. That's Matt Cain's spot. He's got to be there. What are you shaking your head for, John? You don't know anything.
I
don't. Sanchez belongs in the number 3 spot. And, I do believe Texas will take 2 out of the 3 games, or at least 1. Giants might give them 1 because I think they want to win it at home. And, but I think tomorrow, Sanchez, he's going to get back on it, and he is going to have a wonderful game. He's going to go 8 innings, shutout, 10 strikeouts, and Uribe is going to hit another home run.
Now, I'm sorry to say this, partner, but you are crazy. Arlington is a hitter's ballpark. Then that Rangers team is a hitting team.
Well, not lately.
Well, but this is their park. They've got momentum.
Who put up 20 runs in the first 2 games, John?
No kidding.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Now, who's this big left-handed guy in the Rangers? The guy that led the league in hitting?
Josh Hamilton.
He's done nothing.
Yeah. He crashed into the walls and hurt his ribs a couple weeks ago.
Excuses.
Hey, I'm just saying, they're not hockey players.
It's the World
out there.
Series,
They're just baseball players.
It's the World Series.
Yeah,
you got to step it up.
Yep.
I mean, I'd hit a home run with a broken rib. Come on.
What?
Yeah, I bet you could.
Yeah.
Playing RBI baseball on the Atari. But nope, I don't think so.
Well, yeah. Wii baseball doesn't count.
I'm sorry I brought this up, but
no, I think it's a good discussion.
Good. I think Giants in 6.
Well, I tell you what,
my call.
I mean, stranger things have happened. Now, I'm not jinxing the Giants. I'd love to see them win. I think it'd be a great win for the team. I think it'd be a great win for the city. These are a bunch of cast-offs, guys picked up on waivers, guys that nobody else wanted. So I'd love to see them win. I
agree.
I think they deserve it. I think they earned it,
I agree. I mean, I'm an A's fan by nature, but I have to say that, they've got gamers. They've got guys that go out there and play hard every single play.
All right,
And
how much time we got going on?
we need to come back. I think we're playing a football game here pretty soon.
All right, okay.
Forgot about
We're going to take a short break then.
All right.
So we'll be back with Mustang football for the second half.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to try to do that on 89.3 The Stampede. Reminder that tonight's Mustang football game on KMTG, The Stampede, is being brought to you in part by the Pioneer High School Drama Department's upcoming production of White Christmas. It's the Glue Factory, and we are presenting White Christmas December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at 7 p.m. in the Pioneer Performing Arts Center. Tickets are $15 for adults and $7 for students and seniors. That's December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, White Christmas in the Pioneer High School Performing Arts Center. And by the Pioneer High School Athletic Department, with over 200 student athletes participating in sports this fall. Check out pioneerhighschool.org for the complete fall schedule. And by Pioneer High School's advanced drama class production of Alice in Wonderland. To have Alice come to your school, call 535-6310 and schedule a visit. Thanks to all our supporters for bringing Mustang football to 89.3 The Stampede. Boys.
And we're back here at Pioneer Mustang Stadium, 89.3 The Stampede. We are just getting underway here. Start of the second half as Oak Grove, the Leigh Longhorns are kicking off to your Pioneer Mustangs. And the kick is long and just over the head of the backup quarterback, Dylan Borrego. And Pioneer touching the ball back, and we're going to start this drive from the 20-yard line. This Pioneer is trailing by 7, 14-7. The Leigh Longhorns lead in this one. But Pioneer getting the ball back. We had a fun halftime.
Yeah, we did.
Homecoming festivities, a little
great.
baseball talk. Thank you for tuning in to Mustangs football here. As Drew Fryhoff, the sophomore quarterback, is under center, sending Sean Nelson in motion. And it's a handoff, a little dive play to Tanquary, who goes right up the middle, a little cut back, and he is hit and dragged down about the 29-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 9 yards and a nice little dive play by Tanquary.
Yeah, it was a nice play, I think, to come out and start the second half. Just give it to your road horse and have him slam it up the middle like he always does.
Yep, so 11:36. We're just underway in the start of this second half, third quarter, as the sophomore Drew Fryhoff looking over the defense and handoff to Tanquary over the left side, and he cuts it back to the center, and it's going to be a first down and a pickup of about 5 yards. So Pioneer going to Tanquary twice in a row, and he picked up about 15 yards over the 2 plays and moving the chains and getting the momentum going here for Pioneer.
Very good start, and just doing what they usually do, and Leigh can't stop it, so why stop now?
Yep. They can only hope to contain it, but
absolutely.
You know, they're moving the ball. So Drew Fryhoff with Sean Nelson, and the handoff is straight up the gut, and that is Matt Nguyen. No, Peter Gabriel. Is that what he said?
I think
I don't have him on my. I think he just got called up.
Actually,
I believe he just got called up.
Must have.
3.
I mean, we don't have him here.
I don't have them. They called up a couple guys and didn't give us an updated roster, so we're just going to wing it here. As Drew Fryhoff, we do know him, the starting sophomore quarterback for your Pioneer Mustangs, sending Tanquary in motion, and Tanquary around the left side and carrying a Leigh player and finally getting hit and dragged down. That is Kenneth Hannon taking him down. So it's going to bring up 3rd and short, 3rd and about 2, 10-10 remaining in this third quarter. 14-7, Pioneer trailing to the Leigh Longhorns. And we are here on the 50th anniversary night of Pioneer High School history. Homecoming night, Halloween weekend.
Yep, just a lot of stuff
Beautiful
going on.
night. The sky is clear, thank heavens. And Fryhoff sending Sean Nelson in motion, and it's a fake pitch out to him, and they dive. Tanquary going right up the left side and picking up a first down, a gain of 6, and he is finally tackled at the 49-yard line, crossing midfield.
Yeah, that play's worked a couple times, and nice to see him go back to it. There's a fake to the speedy Sean Nelson outside, and you always got to watch him, and they just let Curtis Tanquary sneak through and pick up some solid yardage.
Yep, they definitely did. Marcus Smith, the lone wide receiver on the far side of the field. Curtis Tanquary in the wing formation. It's a handoff. Ooh, getting hit and tackled at the 48-yard line for a 2-yard loss. David Gabriel, I believe it is.
Yep.
And he was tackled for a loss of